Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and this is the garage area on the Desert Trails map. Now, Desert Trails is a open-world, desert-based, dune jumping, trail riding, racing-oriented map that is available on both PC and consoles. Now, currently, we are recording on PC, hence the DevTools option up in the top right, and also the fact that we are in Flycam. Now, the reason why we are starting right here at the garage in Flycam is so I can show you guys how to get to what I believe to be one of the best, if not the best, sort of BAJA style, pre-runner style racetracks in this game. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to fly up above the garage now so you guys can see where you would be kind of choosing your vehicles and all that. And if you follow this ridge line right here, this ridge line will actually kind of wind around, and there are several trails that wind around through this ridge line. And as you wind around through this ridge line, you'll see that over there's a start line / start gate / start finish gate. Now, I'm going to show you guys on the map what this looks like, but this, and what you're seeing right there with the three vehicles, is the start line of one of the most beautiful racetracks, one of the most beautifully formed racetracks I have ever seen in SnowRunner. Now, as you can see down here, it has everything from whoop sections to flowing banked corners to jump sections to gaps to just about whatever you might want. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm not only going to be showing you guys what this track is like to drive, but I'm also going to be showing you how you can get here. Now, the vehicles I'm going to be using today are a little bit of a variety of PC and console mods. Now, the first truck here on the right is the Yeah Buddy F-150, and obviously that is a branded PC-only mod. Next up is the 2022 Crawler, which is available on PC and consoles. And then on the left, I don't know if I'm going to be driving this thing in this video or not, but we'll have to wait and see. That is Lime's Ford Raptor race truck project, and this was never released, at least not to my knowledge. And basically what this is it's a truck that the sole purpose of it was to go around racetracks, and that's pretty much it. And as you can see, this variant of it is not console friendly as it has the Ford branding on the front, but that's not to say that he might not, that he might not build a console friendly version later on down the line. Who knows? So let's go ahead and go into our DevTools real quick, and that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into my DevTools and select a vehicle. We're going to start in the Yeah Buddy F-150, and now I'm going to be showing you guys what this racetrack is actually like to drive. So let's go and fire this thing up. Sounds so good. It sounds so good. Now, I have a little bit of modification done to this truck. Not too much. I've got the top engine, and I have one of the race gearboxes in it. And other than that, I have the no-damage suspension, the lifted no-damage suspension, and some slightly larger tires than it comes with as standard. These are a BFG KO2 compound. And without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys around one of the most fun racetracks in this entire game. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, one of the best parts about this racetrack is the fact that you can come out here with friends, and you can actually trail ride your way out here pretty much, and then once you get out here, you can turn your trail riding adventure into a racing adventure, and it really does add an element of, or I should say, an additional element of exploration. But not only does it add that exploration, but it almost gives you a reward at the end of your journey. Now, forgive me if some of my lines may not be perfect out here on this track. I'm not completely sure what the correct approach speed is for some of these jump sections and some of these gap sections, but I would rather be just a tad bit cautious than flip my truck on the first section of the track, and that right there could have used a lot more speed. I know for a fact that could have used a lot more speed. So could that. I need to be a little bit more, committed to these jumps, don't I? All right, let's see how we do. Whoa! That's a little out of shape. Let's try to not do that. All right, we're going to have to gap this. Come on. Oh, not bad. Dude, smoothly down right under the rear axle. Maybe not so smoothly down under the front axle, but it's all good. Gap here. Whoa, that's a big drop. You do not need all that much speed going through there. You really do not need that much speed at all. But if you got the speed, you better be going straight. That's all I'm going to say. Up and over this small berm right here into a little crest. Beautifully down into the middle of that whoop section. Oh, not reverse. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. You can see the gas station there from my Road of Doom video. Whoa! And the cool thing about this track is the fact that it's so wide that as opposed to, say, for example, the Baja track out on TNB Trails, not to say that's not a great racetrack because it's an absolutely wonderful racetrack, but that racetrack is a lot narrower than this. It's almost half the width. and having a wider area to work with on a racetrack allows you to... Oh! Went for the roll right there. Let's try to not do that again. Let's fix that body damage real quick. But it also goes to show how quickly, if you get a landing wrong, it goes to show how quickly you can get the whole race wrong if you were, in fact, racing other people. Now, if you're using this map in multiplayer, once again, you could literally have basically 4 trucks running side by side. And that, to me, just, like, makes it such a unique experience. Because where else are you going to be able to race 4 trucks side by side? This is going to be difficult. Yep. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. I knew that I didn't really have enough speed going into it, and I was kind of like, oh, this is not going to be good. It's probably going to be a crash either way. You have to be right on target with that one, and you have to have a ton of speed going in. And for trucks that don't really have that top-end speed, you'd probably be better off just kind of rolling both of those. And the other thing about this map is the fact that, or I should say this racetrack, is the fact that a lot of these jumps, there's really only one that's like a completely mandatory gap jump, and it's that downhill. And the thing about that one is that it doesn't really require all that much speed to clear, and everything else is basically rollable, so it's not like it's restricted to a very small group of vehicles that are able to run here. So now that we've done a lap in the F-150, let me go ahead and park him over here on the side, and let's go ahead and shut it down. And now we're going to swap over to the 2022 Crawler in race spec. So in race spec, this thing, I really actually haven't driven it much in race spec, and the thing about driving this thing in any spec really is that, for one, it's hilariously fun to drive. But before we go for a lap in that, I'm going to show you guys, what this track looks like from above on the map. As you can see, you can kind of get the full dimensions of it there. It actually has a really nicely designed circuit look to it. And then over here is going to be your main garage, and the best way to get to this racetrack would either be to come over here and wind down this access road and then get to this section, or you could obviously drive along the ridge line and come out either right here or right here. Or you could take the really long way around, drive down into the dunes in the valley, and then come back up the other side and end up at the starting line. So let's see what the 2022 Crawler does around the racetrack. Let's go! Come on! It's quick with that race box, I gotta say. Ooh. Oh, it's definitely very different than the Yeah Buddy F-150, though. Alright, let's not flip it on the first landing, please. I would really prefer to not do that. Ooh, here we go. Now, if you guys have been to this racetrack before, let me know in the comment section. Whoa! All right, second landing, we go for the roll. All right, if you could stop, that'd be great. Thank you. At least we landed on our wheels. But if you guys have been to this racetrack before, let me know what your favorite vehicle is in the comment section down below to use to run around this racetrack. And if you haven't been to this map before, or to this racetrack, rather, let me know what vehicle you would like to take to this racetrack to go for a couple of laps. Dang, dude. This thing is just going for all the rolls on all the landings. I am not doing too well in this thing. Now, maybe it's the gearing, maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. But this thing, yeah, I'll blame it on the gearing all day long, right? Oh my god. Easy. Yeah, didn't really have the right rhythm for that. And the thing is, if you get the rhythm wrong in any of the prior sections, it goes on to mess you up later, so you kind of have to get your rhythm back. And if you're in the flow with these jumps, you're fine, you're good to go. Let me see if I can clear this. I'm staying flat out. Oh, wow, I more than cleared that. Actually cleared it so much that I once again rolled. Man, I am not having a great track record with keeping this thing on its wheels, am I? I was doing a whole heck of a lot better with the F-150, but let's see how it does on this drop with not much speed going into it. Oh, yeah. Easy. Oh, bruh. All right. Unintended front flip on the way down, but I guess that's fine. Now, if you wanted to really simulate a more realistic driving experience, you could do this on interior view, but there would only really be a kind of a limited... Oh, that was beautiful, though. There'd be a limited lineup of trucks that I would recommend for that. The Yeah Buddy F-150 obviously being one of them, because it does have a pretty detailed interior if you want a race truck with an interior. So, oh, that was beautiful, though. That landing on the front axle really got to see the front suspension go to work and kind of absorb that impact. Trying to stay high on this banking. I don't want to give up on the throttle because I feel like if I do that, I'll put myself in a really bad position. But this jump stepped up nicely, very nicely actually, on that step up jump. All right, now I'm just going to stay flat out because The rest of this is going to be uphill, and I don't know how picky this thing is about shifting down, going up long hills, but I'm really hoping that it's not, you know, too all over the place. I am starting to get into a rhythm with it now, so that's good. Oh, no! Bruh! Thank you. I literally switched hands to do that so I could stay flat on the throttle. It is not going to make this. Oh yeah, there's no way it was going to make the entire step up. Now, I could be running the track completely backwards, and I'm sure that somebody out there in the comments is going to be like, you stupid idiot, you have run it backwards. And you know what? If I'm running this thing backwards, then boy, does it flow well in reverse, because I did try it going the opposite way, and I felt that it flowed better going this way. So if I am going the wrong way, which I would be really surprised if I am, because like I said, I did try it both ways, and this way feels better to me. Hey, I mean, if this is backwards, then mad props to the map's creator for designing a track that flows so well in the wrong direction. Now let's see what we can do around this corner. Not bad. Not bad at all. Dude, this thing is like, it's such a fun place. Let's see what happens if we just send it at full pace down the hill. Oh, that's not gonna go well. Well, actually, you know what? It went better than I thought it was gonna go. It really did. And yeet. Oh, that's gonna go terribly, though. Boing. Oh boy. I think we legitimately, like, destroyed everything. So I don't know if we're going to be driving the Raptor in this video, but at the end of the day, this, in my opinion, is potentially the best racetrack or Baja-style, desert-style racetrack that I have seen in SnowRunner so far. And if you guys, whether you're on PC or console, if you guys have not tried this place out yet, or maybe you've got the map Desert Trails, but you didn't know this racetrack was out there, definitely give it a try. And if you enjoyed the video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.